up, people? It's your girl Adeola. So, two men of God got under my radar this week. First of all, Primate Elijah Babatunde Ayodele, the founder of INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church. The man of God said that Buhari should step down for Saraki in 2019. I said, Jesus.
Jesus is Lord.
What did you say?
The devil is a liar. For real, my people. Looking at the photosynthesis of this situation with my korokoro eyes, somebody has been collecting Ghana must go back. Is it just me? Please, excuse me, my brother. Can you believe that the man of God said that Saraki has what it takes to turn Nigeria around? And he said that that was what God showed him. I was like, really? They have started. Why do people like to quote God when they are expressing personal opinions? You understand? It is very easy for everybody to say God said, I beg. So he would turn Nigeria around as in Biko. Go and ask the people of Kwara State how Saraki turned their lives around. Yeah, they smell. The good thing is there are some men of God that are still keeping it real in Nigeria, and that is the second man of God that got under my radar this week. I'm talking about Most Reverend Emmanuel Chukwuma. He was speaking at the burial ceremony of Nigeria's first elected vice president, that is Dr. Alex Ekweme. And the man of God said some very important things that I hope our politicians would embrace with love.
It's a shame to Nigeria that many of you big men cannot be treated in Nigeria.
Yes, it is a shame that we still cannot treat our big people in Nigeria.
Carrying our presidents abroad when they cannot be even a Panadol in the federal government's state house clinic. I hope there's Panadol now. That is the first place to start fighting corruption.
Panadol? Do you know whether they now have Panadol? You don't know.
People carry Ghana must go all around to make campaigns to get themselves elected.
Hey, tell them.
Even the present government came by corruption. So it is difficult to fight corruption.
This is so good. I need some popcorn. Get me some popcorn. Please, keep going, my brother.
Those who stole the state money use their state money to campaign for the presidency of Nigeria. And so they are all given 3 ministries. That is corruption.
Oh. I'm telling you, this is real.
Some of you had nothing. Even local government chairmen, I know some of them, who had nothing. Before they left, they had built 2 houses, embezzled money rather than doing some work in local government. The politics you are playing now is the politics of selfishness, materialistic tendencies, and aggrandizement.
Now, as much as I appreciate all these men of God talking about the situation of things in Nigeria right now, I can't help but ask myself, where were these men of God when Goodluck Jonathan was messing up, when there was a lot of corruption going on in his government? Like, how come a lot of them did not say anything? I don't understand that. So let me know what you guys think about that. So you must have heard that the federal government is now talking about establishing cattle colonies for Fulani herdsmen in all states. They want them to be coming to all the states to graze their cows, and everybody has been rejecting it, including the Obas in Yoruba lands and also people in the southeast.
Southeast will not tolerate any colony. We don't want any colonization.
Who for that?
Herdsmen should stay away. It's a private business. Take them to Daura.
That's a good idea. The president can build a big colony for them in his hometown, and then nobody will kill their cows.
Take them to Daura. Sambisa Forest.
Oh my god, that is even better. This man is a genius for real. He just and say that in English. He used 1 stone to kill 2 birds. Yes, there's plenty of grass in Sambisa Forest, and the herdsmen are armed just like Boko Haram, and they kill anybody that tries to stop their cows from grazing. So that way they will kill all the Boko Haram inside Sambisa Forest, and their cows will have plenty of grass to eat. Do you see what I'm saying? Because what I saw with this proposal is a win-win situation. Father, I knew it. Nigerians, they are very smart, very, very smart. In case Buhari doesn't know, this issue of herdsmen can lead to war in Nigeria. I'm sure you must have heard what happened in Boko, that is in Benue State, when some people decided to go to a motor park. They looked for Fulani passengers, they dragged them out of the vehicle, and they burned them to ashes. 7 people who are probably innocent, because I don't believe that the people that were killed at the motor park were the ones that slaughtered 80 people in Benue State. But just because they are Fulanis, they were killed. People are now taking laws into their own hands, all because the government is not doing what it's supposed to do. But instead of addressing all these pressing issues, the government said that they want to start monitoring people's social media. And I'm like, Baba, I can't even laugh in English, as in Buhari. Buhari, why? Why have you not been watching my show, Mr. President? Because if you've been watching my show, there is no way the security agencies would announce that they will start monitoring people's social media handle. And they made this announcement at a security meeting in Abuja, which you presided over, Mr. President. Ha! Baba, I am so disappointed. Why not just do something about what we are complaining about? And to think that last year your government was telling us that you will not crack down on people's social media. Who said it, by the way? Ogalai. Ooh, Baba.
No, baby, no, don't lie.
No. Stop it. Stop playing that song. Whenever you play it, I want to do this, you know? So you lied to us last year when you said you would not crack down on people's social media. Doesn't even make sense. People are angry. They are expressing it on their social media. You want us to keep quiet? I don't understand. By the way, who is monitoring their own social media? Who is monitoring Buhari's social media? Let's start from there. I beg you. I'm not fit laughing you about yeah. So let's get back to serious matter.
Recycling yourself into policies with the money you have is a big disgrace.
Correction, sir. With the money that they stole, not the money that they have. Continue.
A new Nigeria needs people who are new in brain, not expired and analog brains.
Baba.
Let all those who are 70 years in politics go and retire.
Father.
Let them become consultants and advisors. Nigeria needs a new brain and a new spirit, rather than this analog and all the cabal.
Where's the granuts now? Honestly, the man of God has said it all. I have absolutely nothing to add. Besides, you guys know I really don't know anything. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So my people, honestly, there is fire on the mountain because of nepotism in Buhari's administration, which we've been talking about for a long time, and the man is not paying attention. For example, the way that the president is handling the herdsmen killings in Nigeria, a lot of innocent people have been killed, and people are wondering why the president seems incapable of bringing them to justice or call them terrorists and treat them as terrorists. When Biafrans who were protesting were named as terrorists, people are asking, does this have anything to do with the fact that the herdsmen are Fulani, just like the president? Also, people are talking about how the president has handled Abdul Rashid Mena's case. I'm talking about the former chairman of the Presidential Task Force on Pension Reforms, the man that was accused of corruption, but he was secretly recalled and deployed to the Ministry of Interior. People are saying, is this because the man is a northerner? Also, according to a document obtained by Sahara reporters, Justice Binta Muritala Nyanko of the Federal High Court in Abuja has restrained the National Assembly from further investigating Mr. Mena, and people are like, why would the government not want the National Assembly to investigate this man? Not only that, most of the people that the Nigerian Anti-Corruption Agency has been going after are from the opposition party, and people are like, this corruption fight looks like it is selective. And on top of that, virtually all the heads of top security services in Nigeria are from the northern part of the country. The Minister of Interior, Lieutenant General Abdurrahman Dambazo, is from Kano State, even though he was born in Kaduna State. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Toko Yusuf Burata, is from Borno State. The National Security Advisor, Major General Babangana Mungono, is from Borno State. Also, the Minister of Defense, Brigadier General Mansour Dan Ali, is from Zamfara State. And the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar, is from Bauchi State. And then the Acting Inspector General of Police, Ibrahim Idris, is from Niger State. And the Commandant General of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Abdullahi Muhammadu, is from Niger State. And the Director General of the Nigerian State Security Services, Lawa Musa Daura, is from Daura in Katsina State. Daura is also where the president is from. The Director General of the National Intelligence Agency, Mr. Rufai Abubakar, is also from Katsina State. So all those people are from the north. Only two people are not from the north. The Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ekwe Ibas, is from Cross River State. And the Chief of Defense Staff, General Abayomi Gabriel Olanisakin, is from Ekiti State. But you know, it's not just the major security top positions that are occupied mostly by northerners. The chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Mr. Ibrahim Magu, is from Borno State. And the Comptroller General of the Nigeria Immigration Service, Mohammed Babandede, is from Jigawa State. The Comptroller General of the Nigeria Customs Service, that that is retired Colonel Hamed Ibrahim Ali, is from Bauchi State. The Controller General of the Nigeria Prison Service, Jafaru Ahmed, is from Kebbi State. And the Director General of the Emergency Management Agency, Mr. Mustafa Yunusa Maihaja, is from Yobe State. Once again, only a few are not from the north. Like the Federal Road Safety Commission boss, Corps Marshal Boboye Oyeyemi, he is from Kwara State. But keep in mind that he was appointed by the former President Goodluck Jonathan. He was not appointed by Buhari. All the people that I have listed before now were appointed by President Buhari. And lastly, the Comptroller General of the Federal Fire Service, Joseph Anebi Gaba, was also appointed by former President Goodluck Jonathan. I believe that he's from Benue State. I'm not 100% sure. And he was appointed by former President Goodluck Jonathan. Now, the ridiculous thing is that some of these people are not even qualified for the job. Now, these are sensitive positions, especially the top security positions that I mentioned at first. And that's what's pissing off a lot of Nigerians, that some of these people are not even qualified. Forget about where they are from. Some of them are not qualified. You know, there's a huge debate going on right now about the NIA boss, that he doesn't qualify. They are saying that he failed 2 promotion exams, although the presidency is saying that that is not true. In fact, a group has sued the president over this. They said that Buhari has already appointed someone from Katsina as the Director General of the State Security Service. So how can the Director General of the National Intelligence Agency also be from Katsina State? Is it because the president is from Katsina State? Even the senators know that this man is not qualified.
Today, the DG NIA that was just appointed, is he qualified to be there? He's not qualified. This is a person that failed 2 exams. We know he failed 2 exams, and he just because he's close to the cabal and he was appointed.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, the presidency is telling us, well, he has worked at the UN for years. It's true, the man worked at the UN, but that doesn't mean he can handle the National Intelligence Agency. Among some of the things that he has done before in working with the president, he used to interpret French and Arabic for Mr. President. And it's not just him. The Controller General of the Nigeria Prison Service, that is Jafaru Ahmed, who was also appointed by Buhari. The man allegedly lied about his age by changing the age that he has on record in order to extend his retirement age. And you know, I know that some people will still defend Buhari. They will say, well, he's choosing people that he trusts and so on and so forth. But seriously, right now, Nigerians that are not from the north are really feeling marginalized, and they're very angry with Buhari's administration. As it is, the country has now been divided along ethnicity and religious lines. And you know, a responsible leader is supposed to unite the country by not favoring any group. So let me know what you guys think about this issue. Leave a comment below. You guys don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Have you heard what happened in Kenya? Who for that? Opposition leader Raila Odinga has sworn himself in as the president of the people of the Republic of Kenya.
Raila Odinga taking an oath of office that is not officially recognized. He swears to serve and protect the country as what he calls himself, the people's president.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm so sorry. Apologies to Odinga's supporters, but seriously, what is going on? You don't understand, but those of us that are not from Kenya, we are so confused right now. We are asking ourselves, wait, does this mean that Kenya now has 2 presidents? As in, now in case you don't know what I'm talking about, Odinga ran against Kenyatta during the elections last year. Now, after it was declared that Kenyatta won, the result of the election was cancelled, and this man was supposed to run again, you know, against Mr. President, but he refused to partake in the rerun. He said that the election would be rigged. And then the whole time, he said he must carry the Bible, which means that he must also be sworn in.
I am going to carry the Bible. Nobody will stop me from carrying the Bible.
You don't have to play it. Yes, they know what I'm talking about. So now he has carried the Bible. So you understand he has been sworn in. But the question remains, what happens next? So did he go home to his house after the ceremony, or he went to the government house? You don't know. Get out. I don't know all the details of Kenyan politics, but there seems to be a division going on right now in Kenya. And I wish that Kenyans would unite. We definitely don't have it together in Nigeria either. But you know, Kenya is actually one of those countries in Africa that I personally look up to, that I use to make fun of Nigeria, that I will always say, oh, they are doing well, you know, they have it together. It's one of the countries that I use in making fun of our own politics in Nigeria. So please don't let this division fester. There's no need for parallel government when there will be another election. I think African politicians need to understand that you don't have to be a president before you can make a difference. No, you don't. You do not have to be a president before you can make a difference, before you can touch people's lives. Just imagine if everybody wants to be president. We cannot all be president, but we can make a difference. Amen, somebody. somebody. Having said that, I'm shocked by how the Kenyatta government has handled this situation. Terrible, very, very terrible. First of all, they banned all the media companies that broadcasted the inauguration. And I'm like, what? In Kenya? They are censoring the media? It is news and they are reporting it. How can you ban them for doing their job?
Is illegal but is allowed to take place, and then broadcasting it will be an offense. I didn't understand the minister's rationale on why they allowed the event but cannot allow coverage.
Despite the fact that the court has ruled in favor of these media houses, do you know that the government still ignored the court rulings?
The High Court has now ordered the resumption of TV services until a challenge to the government ban is had in 2 weeks.
And it's not just that. The lawyer who swore Odinga in was arrested. Another lawyer that was at the swearing-in ceremony was arrested. As a matter of fact, his house was vandalized. I'm like, why? Is this really necessary? You know, this is not right. In fact, they've arrested at least 3 major opposition leaders. And I keep asking myself, instead of cracking down on opposition, because you really cannot shut people up, why can't the government just address their sentiments?
Many of us are really fed up with the state of affairs in this country.
This is a revolution. No job, nothing. I was born in Nairobi. I've been suffering all along, and we cannot take it anymore.
Did you guys see the crowd at Odinga's inauguration? Despite the fact that people were threatened, they were warned not to go there. Seriously, that's a huge crowd. That's a lot of people. I know that some of the people went there just to see what would happen, but you cannot deny that Odinga definitely has a lot of supporters. Personally, I think Kenyatta should stop acting as if he will not also step down someday. He needs to stop harassing opposition. And once again, I don't think it's a good thing to have a parallel government, especially because I strongly believe that you do not have to be a president to make a difference, to change lives, you know. But I want to know what you guys think about this inauguration ceremony. You guys don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So moving on to Cameroon. Did you guys hear that France condemned the killings in Cameroon? As in, can you believe? Honestly, I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to laugh in French. France, seriously, where have you been since they've been killing people in southern Cameroon? Where have you been? All these protests that have been going on for years, where have you been? And not just that, when will France say that it's time for Paul Biya to step down? Why are they not saying that the man should step down? Is 36 years not enough? Or is France benefiting from Paul Biya being there for 36 years? Ooh, further. They need to tell Paul Biya to step down. That is when I will know that they are serious about condemning the killings in Cameroon. And then I heard that the UN condemned Nigeria for returning the southern Cameroonian activists who were in Nigeria back to Paul Biya. And I'm like, okay, but can you do more than condemn? And why wait until Nigeria return them? And also, I think it's appalling what Nigeria did, that Nigeria would return those activists. It's a shame that Nigeria would take part in the oppression of the people of southern Cameroon. There are rumors that Paul Biya will kill these people. Others are saying that they've already been killed. I hope to God that they would not be killed. And while Nigeria is busy returning activists back to Cameroon for them to be tortured, can you guys believe that Cameroonian soldiers are invading Nigeria illegally in the name of looking for southern Cameroonians? And Nigeria is not doing anything about that. These soldiers, they're just entering Nigeria anyhow. They're looking for activists. Is there something that Paul Biya has over Nigeria that I don't know? Because honestly, Nigeria is starting to look like a puppet in front of Paul Biya. Let me know what you guys think about Nigeria deporting these activists back to Cameroon, and also the Cameroonian soldiers that are coming into Nigeria illegally. I want to know what you guys think about that. You guys don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So moving on to Gambia. Seriously, what is going on with the new government, the new president? I don't understand, because I heard last week that they arrested a lecturer of political science at the University of Gambia for expressing his opinion in an interview that he granted a local newspaper, where he said that the president must do more to secure the trust of the army. So they arrested this man and detained him. And then, of course, by evening time, about 50 students had gathered outside the police station protesting his arrest. And by morning, hundreds of students had gathered. So would you guys believe that the same policemen who accused this lecturer of jeopardizing national security were literally begging him to leave by morning because they were so afraid of the students? I love the fact that the man refused to leave. He said he's not leaving until they tell him why he was detained and until they apologize publicly. I was like, damn! Thank God for the students of the University of the Gambia. Policemen are afraid of you guys. And you know, the man walked out as a hero and students were so happy that he was really true. Mr. President, you really need to have some self-talk and some self-examination, because it's only been a year that you became president and people are already saying that this was how Jermaine started. And you know, that's not a good thing. Also, I like to hear from Gambians. I've been hearing that Adama Barrow promised before he became president that he will only do one term. Is this true? Because I'm hearing that the man is hinting that he will do another term after this one. And Barrow now has a youth movement in his name, which some people are seeing as a way of him establishing his political base. And then I heard that he now has a foundation in his name, just like Yaya Jammeh did. Why shouldn't he have a foundation? Let me hear from you guys. Why is that a bad thing that he has a foundation in his name? I want to hear from you guys in Gambia. You guys don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So before I sign out, another shout out to my people of Ghana. I've been getting a lot of love from my viewers in Ghana, sending me nice outfits. Thank you so much. You know, I do well. And please, my people, we're getting close to 100,000 subscribers. I have a lot of surprises for you guys when we get to 100,000 subscribers. So please subscribe. If you know anybody that is yet to subscribe, tell them to press the button and subscribe. All right, y'all, it's been real and I'm keeping it right up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next week, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace out.